Hi, everyone. We few, we happy few. Huge shout out to everyone. Carlos Smith, Tito Banton, Alan. Alan says, moment of silence for all the Duke bettors yesterday. Yikes. Yeah, if that was the first bet that you made in your career on a college basketball game, taking Duke live, minus 1.5, minus 2 in the first half, if that was the first college basketball bet that you've ever made in your life, welcome to college basketball betting, baby. There's a lot more where that came from. Expect the unexpected in all sports, but especially in basketball and especially in college basketball. I'm not talking about OT. I'm talking about a game where you have, the under looking great the whole way, and then they score 30 points in the last minute and a half. 30 points in the last minute and a half? Yeah, fuck you. You lose. That's the way it goes. Of course, it goes the other way too. There are definitely going to be times, it's happened to me in these shows that you've seen, where I have some team total over 65, right? They score 19 points in the first half, 46 points in the second half, and it cashes or pushes or whatever. So huge shout out to everyone. The second half plays in these shows have been a little iffy recently. And by iffy, I mean losing. But the full game stuff we've been doing, including the overnight lines, has been great. So I hope you've been noticing that as well. There are two 7:30 games that are coming up, St. John's, Villanova. We're going to look at those in a minute, and then we'll look at the later games and the overnight lines. There are a few overnight lines that I hit. Then, of course, we'll go to the second half lines. And, I'm feeling pretty on the ball right now. I'm going to start preparing a few minutes early for the second halves to come in. I'm going to have all the sheets up and all the, the games that I want to make sure that I don't miss, sort of highlighted in my mind. Hopefully we'll have a good night tonight all around on all fronts, but this is sports betting. The edges are very, very slim, very tight. You can make money at it. Some people do. Most people lose. But if you have the right attitude, everyone has fun doing it. All right? Huge shout out to everyone. Okay, we got the games coming up in just about a moment. What might I be thinking about? Just eyeball this for a second. Georgia, South Carolina. Might be looking at South Carolina. We'll see. We'll see what the line is. St. John's, Villanova. I did hit the under on this one pregame. And halftime here, might be looking at a play on St. John's. We'll see. Yesterday, tough one. Xavier and DePaul. Man, I had the under. I had the team total unders. All those hit. My official play was DePaul, and that one lost. So hopefully I'll be more, my bets and my fucking picks will be more all in line with each other. Huge shout out to everyone. Right now, we're going to look at these two games. Then we'll look at the later games and the overnight lines. A bunch of stuff that I hit on the overnight lines and the later games. Again, yesterday in yesterday's show, talking about the openers and the overnights, I said that I liked once again UMass plus a bunch of points at home. I'm seeing right now, a tight game. We'll see. VCU, a tough team. We'll see how that turns out. I mentioned I like Penn State. That, dropped from 6 to 4.5, but they are winning by 3 now. We'll see how that turns out. Mentioned that I like both ECU and the team playing Connecticut. Can't even fucking remember who it is. Who's playing Connecticut? Whoever. Oh, there. Yep. And it's close there. So we'll see how that turns out. On the overnights, yesterday that I mentioned, that was about it from the 7 o'clock games that I mentioned on the overnight lines yesterday. And then the later games, is there anything I mentioned from the overnights? I don't even remember. But there are a bunch of plays that I've hit on the later games. There are a bunch of overnights for tomorrow that I hit. I think I mentioned Southern Illinois, didn't I? That's a play that I am also on tonight. I think I mentioned Southern Illinois last night. That is a game that's starting later, so we can talk about that. Huge shout out of love to everyone. We happy few. Hope you have a good time watching this show for all the reasons that it can be enjoyed. All right, Villanova of 7.5 and 77.5. Let's go, baby. Trying to have a solid friggin' night here. 7.5 and 77. Wow. Oh, God, running the numbers. The numbers like St. John's here. Once again, wonderful. One of the many reasons to watch this show is to watch me stress out about what I want to give officially. Well, I'm going to bet St. John's. The numbers like it. Not as much as you might think, but they like it. Don't tail this one, but I'll make it an official play. St. John's plus 7.5. Numbers like it, medium. This reminds me of the fucking DePaul game. These road dogs that do well in the first half fade a lot in the second half at this point of the year, but the numbers like this one. And right now I'm just going mostly with what the numbers say. St. John's plus 7.5. This makes me nervous, but I bet it, and I'll give it as an official play. If I really wanted to display a shocking lack of balls, I'd grade it small, but I won't. I'll just grade it medium small. Hopefully there'll be a lot of plays tonight, so any one play won't matter. St. John's plus 7.5, or won't matter that much. St. John's plus 7.5, graded medium small. I bet it. The numbers like it. My gut feels very nervous about it, but I'll take it. And Villanova under 43. That is definitely going to be a play. Villanova team total under 43. That is definitely going to be a play. They like that one a lot more. Villanova under 43 minus 115. Team total under 43 minus 115. That's an official play. The numbers like it. Medium, big, or big. I'm going to grade it. The numbers like it big. Villanova under 43 minus 115. Medium, big, or big. I just have to decide between those two. Medium, big, or big. Let me just check something very quickly before I make a decision between those two. But that is already an official play, under 43 minus 115. And I'm just neurosing here a little bit about whether I want to grade it medium, big, or big. I should probably just forget about it and just do whatever the hell I want. Let me just look at some things here for a little bit. But definitely an official play, under 43 minus 115. Okay. It might lose, but it's officially graded big. St. John's plus 7.5, graded medium small. Villanova team total under 43 minus 115, graded big. Graded big. Wow. Okay. Numbers also like the under at 78 minus 120. They like that one too. Under 78 minus 120. They like that one too. I don't know if I want to make that one a play. The numbers definitely like that one, under 78 minus 120. I've said that, with the ups and downs of all this, in general, my team totals do best out of, second half plays and the full game plays as well. You notice yesterday, which had a bunch of losses and a bunch of, it was a small losing day yesterday. But again, the team totals mostly cashed, right? Kentucky team total under. I had, I think the Toledo one lost, but in general, the team totals continue to be good. Villanova under 43 minus 115, graded big. St. John's plus 7.5, graded medium small. The numbers also like under 78.5. Well, 78 minus 120. I don't know if I want to give that one, but the numbers do like it. Should I triple up on this one? Should I? Man, I don't know. Should I triple up on this one? Under 78. Minus 120. The numbers like it. Yeah. Should I triple up? I guess I'll hold off. Oh, whoa, now down to 77.5 minus 115. Yeah. I mean, the numbers like the under. Team total, Villanova, that just dropped. 43 minus 115. We locked that one in. That was graded big. St. John's plus 7.5, graded medium small. Numbers still like the under at 77.5. Let's look at Georgia, South Carolina for a second. Let's see. What do we got here? What are the numbers like? What do we have? 5 and 82. 5 and 82. Georgia, South Carolina. Numbers like huge shout out to everyone. I love you all. I don't know how long this is going to last, but it's been fun. Numbers like South Carolina minus 5 a bit, and actually a bit less the money line at minus 225, and the total at 82. Basically nothing. They do like South Carolina here, though, at minus 5 or 225. They do like South Carolina here at minus 5 or 225. Let me make a quick decision here. They do like it. They like it. They like it. A little bit. They do like it. All right, I will fuck it. Probably gonna have a lot of plays tonight. I'll make that official play. South Carolina minus 5. Nothing crazy though. Definitely nothing crazy. Small or medium small. Grade it. We'll grade it medium small. I should probably grade it small, but what the hell? We'll grade it medium small. Hopefully both South Carolina and St. John's don't lose. We got St. John 7.5, medium small. Villanova team total under 43 minus 115, big. South Carolina -5, graded medium small. Numbers like it. Only the edge on this one is very small, but the confidence is very high. Regular viewers of the show know that I look at this stuff with two numbers, confidence numbers and edge numbers, and also pregame and halftime analysis as well. It's a classic situation here. Very small edge on South Carolina, but very high confidence. So, 225 might even be the better play, but I took -5. Probably should have graded it small, but it's graded medium small. What the hell? It's done. St. John's Villanova game, still 77.5 is the numbers like that, still less, but they still like it. I still like it. Should I take it as an official play? Should I? Yeah, I should. Maybe I should. Let me just make a decision here. I already bet it at 78 minus 120. 77.5. All right. I'll make an official play. We'll grade it small, though. Now we're going to have to take under 77.5 minus 115 officially. Although, if you jumped on what I got 78 minus 120 on my bet. And if you're just tailing all my opinions, maybe you did too. We're just going to grade it small. Villanova under 77.5 minus 115 graded small. South Carolina -5 graded medium small. Total on that one, pretty much nothing. All right. I definitely want to, a lot of games tonight. I want to get to as many as we can, and I definitely want to get a head start on whatever lines come up. So I'm going to start pulling up all these sheets and stuff like in about 8 or 10 minutes or so. I'm going to quickly check the comment section. Then we'll talk about the later games and maybe the overnights. Well, maybe we'll save the overnights for afterwards. Shout out to everyone. Huge shout out to everyone. Cheesehead, so great to see you in the comment section. Long Beach -1. Yep, that's one of my plays. I got him at +1. Yeah, I did. But I take him at -1 as well. Boise -2.5. That's an interesting one. I took the over. I don't know about that. I kind of like UNLV, but I didn't bet UNLV. I did take the over, though, at 141.5. That's interesting. Vandy, I can understand why you would like it. Complete pass for me, although that game does have second half written all over it. Vandy obviously has turned a significant corner, but Missouri is I don't want to bet against them either. They need a win, and that game's a pass for me. But Cheesehead, Rich G says, letdown spot for UNLV. Sure. Yes. Of course, he's talking about the win over San Diego State. Arthur Mee Jr. Hello, Pete. Did you have opinion on St. Bonaventure? Yeah, I did. I took St. Bonaventure on the overnight line. I think I got 4. Maybe I got 4.5 on a little bit of the bet. Dropped to 3, and I'm not happy about that. But, yep. I did take St. Bonaventure. Obviously, Duquesne. I would say Duquesne is the better team. My numbers indicated a small lean to St. Bonaventure, but with high confidence, and I might have been on the wrong side there. But, all right, Cheesehead on Long Beach. I am too. Boise +2.5. I hope you cash. I'm on the over on that one. But hope you cash. Vandy +2. Hope you cash. Total pass for me, although I'm quite likely going to be on a second half play on that one. Let's see what. Oh, boy, Rich G. Chattanooga. Pass for me. Hope you cash. Nova St. John's under. Yep, me too. Penn State -5.5. Yep, me too. You got a less shitty line than me, Rich G. You got 5.5, which is a bad line. But I got 6. Even shittier. Virginia, that's an interesting game. Pass for me. Bonnie's -3.5. Also, I'm on that one as well. You also got a shitty line. Not as shitty as mine, though. Rich G took St. Bonaventure -3.5. Bad line. Not as shitty as mine. I got 4 and 4.5. Richmond 7.5. That's a pass. Northern Iowa first half -7.5. That's a pass for me. And he's on Boise. Okay. Robbie Tagaloa, shout out to you on St. Louis over 142.5. That's another interesting one. Second half written all over it for me, especially as far as the total is concerned. That's a pass. Michael Lunday took Siena. I did too. I took him 2.5. Kind of went up, then went down. Not even looking at what the score is now, but I took Siena as well. Other comments coming in. I love this comment section. Man, we don't have that many viewers, but we have a hell of a lot of smart opinions here. Carlos Smith, shout out. Tito Banton, hashtag Low Shack Army. Deer Slayer Ski, hashtag Low Shack Army. Yeah, maybe I'll start doing that. Maybe I'll start trying to promote this. Fucking, Lushak Army and people, and SEO guys will go, it's kind of cheesy to make up your own hashtag and try to promote it. And I'll be like, no, someone else came up with it. And they'll be like, all right, go for it. Tasha M, hello to you. Juan Ruiz, what up? Let's get some cash. Aaron 007. Aaron 007. This is a funny guy. He says, if that was someone's first ever bet, he's referring to Duke. Terrible. Again, what happened with Duke last night? They were down by like 12. A bunch of people in the comment section said that they took Duke minus 1.5 or 2 live. By half, the game was tied. And Duke was an 8-point favorite on the second half. Just looked like a great call. And, of course, Duke was rolling for most of the game. We saw what happened, went into quadruple overtime or whatever, and Duke lost. Welcome to college basketball if that was your first bet. Aaron 007 says, if that was someone's first ever bet, they are very lucky because there's no way they will ever gamble again. And you might not only have made a funny joke there, but made a very good point. One thing you definitely did, though, was you won the Comment of the Day Award. Aaron 007, Comment of the Day Award, officially given here at 7:31 Eastern Time, saying if the Duke live bet at -1 was their first ever bet, very lucky because there's no way they'll ever gamble again. Huge shout out to everyone. All right. Let's see. Luke Worker, shout out to you. Gabe Tadino, Florida LSU over. That's another tough one. A lot of games at this time of the year either I think have big value or very tough. Let's talk about the later games before the halftimes come. I don't know. You guys fucking know what the hell you're talking about. I took a shot with Georgetown, -8. Sorry. Marquette, -8 over Georgetown. I took Marquette, -8 over Georgetown. Not a good spot for Georgetown. That was a big loss against DePaul in their last game. Not totally sure they're going to show up here, especially if they get down early. Marquette needs a win. They've lost a bunch of games in a row, and they play a fast pace, and they can easily blow out a team at home by double digits. Especially if the other team doesn't have their heart into it, which might be the case for Georgetown. They got to regroup, maybe get some home wins, maybe look to the conference tournament to pull some surprises. If they get down in this one, not sure they're going to have any fight in them. I took Marquette -8 in the later games. I also took the over in Tennessee, Arkansas, 135. It's understandable why the total is a little bit low. Both these teams actually have been kind of modest scoring teams in general this year, but they also have, so they're getting healthier. Both teams getting healthier recently, adding some scoring punch, and it was a modest total, so I took that one. I also jumped on maybe the sucker play of the card, and you might have done the same thing. We know what I'm talking about here, right? Maryland, top 10 ranked team on the road against unranked Minnesota. Line pick them in -1. Every moron who caps college basketball took Maryland, including me. That probably most of the money that came in on Minnesota was sharp money. That was not me. I took Maryland. What do you want from me? I took them at pick'em. I bet sized appropriately, though, so if that one loses, it'll be okay. But yes, I don't even have to look at the public sharp splits on that one. I know. 80-90% of the public is on Maryland. 70-80% of the money's on Minnesota. I know. I took Maryland, along with all the other morons. New Mexico and Air Force, I took a shot with Air Force at -2. Air Force, a terrible team. Lost like a million games in a row. ATS. This is a winnable game for them, and I think they'll do it, so I took a shot with it. Again, appropriately bet-sized, but I took a shot with it. Again, I also took the over in Boise UNLV. I also took Long Beach State. Got a nice number in that one, kind of +1. Notre Dame Boston College is tricky. Notre Dame, obviously the far superior team. My numbers indicated, though, that the over and Boston College were the sides. I didn't bet them yet. I might bet them later. That's a tricky one. LSU Florida, total pass for me. That's a tough spot for both of these teams. Anything could happen. It does kind of have second half written all over it. Let's see what else we have. What other games came in? Southern Illinois, I bet that one. Senior night for Southern Illinois. More than that, though, that had nothing to do with it. But it's nice to see, I guess. Indiana State, a quality team. They definitely struggle on the road. They definitely tend to do well when they're hitting from 3. Southern Illinois, of course, tough defense that is statistically significantly better at home. Southern Illinois' big weakness is rebounding, offensive rebounding. That's always a big problem. I hate betting against teams that don't offensively rebound well, but my numbers indicated that Southern Illinois has a little bit of value here. The line's gone down. Okay. I took Southern Illinois at -2.5. Tough on D at home. Senior night. They can't offensively rebound for shit, but maybe for senior night, they'll give it, 150% and get a couple offensive rebounds and get a win. So I took that one. What else? That's it. Yeah, from the remaining games. Southern Illinois, I'm on. Marquette, -8, I'm on. The over in Tennessee, Arkansas, I'm on. Maryland, I'm on, along with every other sports betting, college basketball sports betting moron. Air Force, I'm on, -2. Long Beach State at +1. Now it's moved, and that's about it. My numbers also indicated that Cal Baptist team total under at 78.5 might be a good play. Small lean to Utah Valley, small lean to the under, and a solid play on the Cal Baptist team total under at 78.5. And we'll try to look into that a little bit more. If I have the time, I will. If I don't, I'll probably just bet it because my numbers liked it a lot. Cal Baptist team total under 78.5. And the over in Boise and UNLV I took. We'll talk about the overnight lines maybe in a little bit, maybe after the second halves are up. Let's look at the comment section here. Nuke Worker took bodies -3. Okay. Deer Slayer Ski also on Maryland. Very nice. Horrible minds think alike. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Deer Slayer Ski. Paco Healy. That line fucking stinks. They're inviting it. I know. They are inviting it. And they'll get my money. We'll see. Paco Healy, shout out to you. Sports motherfucking keg. Sports keg. All the morons, including myself, are on Maryland. Did you take them? I wonder. What else do we have here? Arthur Mead asking about baseball. I can't wait to get time to look into baseball, but I just haven't had time to look at it yet. Aaron 007, shout out to you. All right, I think we got it. I think we did an overview of the games coming up. Huge shout out to Sports Keg, Deer Slayer Ski, Nuke Worker, Aaron 007, Robbie Tagaloa. I stayed off Bradley in Maryland since everyone was on them. I never make this joke, but I'm going to make it now. You might be the real MVP. Sports Keg didn't. There you go. Trying to get plus money on both sides of the Georgia-South Carolina games currently. That's what's known as a hedge approach. I'm a fucking hedge funder when it comes to sports betting. Shout out to you. Also did not take Maryland. Okay. We'll see how it turns out. I'm assuming you didn't take Minnesota, though. Yeah, the South Carolina game, I took them -5. South Carolina on the second half. We'll see how it all turns out. All right, we got a couple of minutes to go, and then the cascade of insanity will rain down upon us. ECU up. I took them. Wow, Penn State. See, look at that. Who knows what's going to happen in the second half? Rutgers on the road, down by 20 or down by 15. I don't think they're going to come back. They opened at 6, closed at 4.5, winning by a mile. You know what I'm saying? I took Rutgers at home against, who did they play? I can't even remember what game it was. Got them at -1.5, closed at 4, lost by a mile. I got your closing line value right here, pal. I got your closing line value right here. Take your closing line value and shove it up your ass, okay? Unreal. UMass hanging with VCU. Marist getting beat. Yeah, I took them. That was another play I took on the overnight. Line moved back in Manhattan's favor, and that made me very nervous. Took Siena. They're rolling. St. Bonaventure. Okay. UCF, I took them. That's not looking great, but we'll see. I got your closing line value right here. Right here. Oh, boy. Villanova jumping out 6 points in the first minute. That's not good to see. All right, let's start preparing for this. A lot of games coming down the pike. Let's start preparing. I don't even know where to start here. All right. The entertainment value, there's so many games going on right now. I might just not pay attention to anything right now because I really, it's getting to the point where I can just shrug off bad records, but it still stings. I'd rather not. You know what I'm saying? Atlantic 10. I don't even know what I want to look at. All right. We're going to look at as many as we can. We'll definitely miss some. I just hope I don't miss anything relatively low hanging, which has happened in the past. Let me give a once over to games that I definitely want to make sure I look at. UMass, definitely. UMass, definitely want to look at that one. First the major games, and then we'll look at the minor games. UMass, definitely I want to look at that one. Make sure we don't miss that one. UMass, definitely. Manhattan Marist, want to make sure I don't miss that one. Siena Quinnipiac, definitely want to make sure I don't miss that one. St. Bonaventure, yeah, they're down now. Don't want to miss that one. UCF Florida, don't want to miss that one. VMI Chattanooga, don't want to miss that one. That's about it. The minors games, minor conferences, I don't know if we'll have time for that. Hopefully we will. Hopefully we will. And make sure I don't miss these MAC games. Bunch of MAAC games I want to make sure that we don't miss here. Manhattan Marist, Siena Quinnipiac. Siena Quinnipiac. We might be looking at an under here. We might be looking at an under here. Marist Manhattan. Not sure. What else do I want to make sure we don't miss? Yeah, the St. Bonaventure game. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Wow, Denver IP. Wow. Denver game, low scoring. The Bradley game, always very interesting. All right, the Southerns. We'll do the best we can here. But remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. And I'm not just saying that. Okay. All right. A lot of sheets are up. Let's see what we got. Nothing. Not seeing anything yet. Not seeing anything yet. Not seeing anything up yet. Got a bunch of my sheets prepped. Got a bunch of my sheets locked and loaded. Locked and loaded. Yeah, some of that American East stuff looks good. Some of those Am East games look pretty tempting. UMBC, Maine, New Hampshire, tempting. Mass Lowell, tempting. I hope we can get to them. Get to as much as we can. We're going to have a policy of glance and move, glance and move. If it's not likely modestly hanging at first glance, we're going to move. We're not going to stick there and agonize over a game. Glance and move, right? Okay. Where are the numbers? Is anything up? Wednesday's always crazy. Sometimes some books are slow to hang these second halves. Let me see if anything is coming up elsewhere that I'm not seeing. Jesus. A lot of games coming down the pike. Anything? Okay, I am seeing some stuff, but nothing that really is tempting. Now we can look at Richmond, George Washington. We can look at that one. That one I'm seeing. Richmond GW, 4.5 and 74.5. You can look at that one. Fuck, I opened too many sheets. No, I can't. Richmond GW, 4.5 and 74.5. Four and a half and 74.5. Well, the numbers like GW a bit. Numbers like George Washington just a little bit. Make that a play, though. Just a little bit, they like it. That's about it. Okay, move on. Wofford ETSU, 5 and 70.5. 5 and 70.5. Wofford ETSU, 5 and 70.5. $5 and 70.5. Small lean, well, the numbers like over. Over at 70.5. Numbers like over at 70.5. And they like ETSU at over 38 just a bit as well. I don't know if I want to make those plays, though. Yeah, we'll hold off. We'll hold off. We're being very selective here. Virginia Tech. That's up. Let's find that one. God, I opened too many sheets now. Now it's hard to find. Virginia Tech. We'll look at that one. There's going to be nothing here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Low confidence everywhere. Stay away. Stay away. All right. Just according to my numbers. What else do we have here? Mercer Citadel, IPFW, Denver. Let's look at that. Probably going to be nothing, but let's look at it. IPFW, Denver, 1 and 74. Small lean to the over. IPFW, Denver, 1 and 74. Numbers like over a little bit. One and 74. The numbers like that just a little bit. Just a little bit. Line's gotten bet down. All right, I won't make that one an official play. Small lean to both team total overs as well. And small lean to IPFW. All right, let's move on. Chattanooga VMI. Chattanooga VMI. Two and a half and 73.5. We're looking for low-hanging stuff here. Numbers like VMI just a little bit. 165. The numbers like VMI 165 just a little bit. $165 or 2.5. All right, we'll make VMI an official play. 165 or 2.5. We'll go 165. VMI money line minus 165 or minus 2.5, minus 115 would be fine. Again, I don't know if these lines are. I'll wait to talk about irrelevant stuff later. Minus 165. Chattanooga VMI. We'll grade it medium. VMI minus 165, graded medium. Official play. Small lean to under 35.5 for Chattanooga as well. Small lean to under 35.5 for Chattanooga as well, but I won't take that one. All right, let's move on. Citadel, 1.79.5. Citadel, probably nothing there either. 1.79.5. Yes, low confidence. Pass. Move on. All right, let's see what else is on the table. Oh my God. All right, let's see. VMI UMass, Syracuse Pitt. VCU UMass. Let's see, look at that one. Plus 1.73.5. VCU UMass. Small lean to UMass, but not necessarily bettable. Tough. VCU under 37.5. The numbers do like that. All right, we'll make that one a small official play. VCU under 37.5. Official play. VCU team total under 37.5. We'll just grade it medium small and move on. VCU under 37.5. Official play, graded medium small and move on. Siena game, there it is. Let's look at that one. Siena Quinnipiac. Let's see what the numbers say. 1.78.5. Yeah, they like the under. Just a bit. Siena Quinnipiac under. They like that one a bit. And the Quinnipiac team total under. They like that one. All right, Quinnipiac under 40. That'll be an official play. Quinnipiac team total under 40. Let's grade it. Quinnipiac under 40. We'll grade that one medium big. Quinnipiac team total under 40. Graded medium big. The numbers like that one. Graded medium big. Under 40. And then the 70 of Siena. I also like the Siena team total under a little bit as well. I don't know if I want to give that one, though. And 78.5. Yes, they like that one a bit. All right, we'll make that one an official play as well. Quinnipiac under 78.5. Official play. The numbers like it medium. Makes me nervous, though. Makes me fucking nervous. We'll grade it medium small. Quinnipiac under 78.5. Graded medium small. All right, let's move on. Let's try to find Syracuse Pitt. I want to look at that one. Syracuse Pitt. Probably nothing here. I'm guessing. Run the numbers. 3.5 and 71.5. Yes, low confidence everywhere. Low confidence. Would love to look more, but gotta move on. Let's see what else is up here. Central Florida and East Carolina. Those guys. Let's look at those. Let's look at UCF UConn first. Central Florida, 3.5 and 71.5. What do they like, if anything? Small lean to UCF, yes, but not bettable. Not going to make that one an official play. 71.5. Very tiny lean to the over, but yeah, not going to make that one an official play either. And let's move on, although the over 34 for Central Florida. Yeah, they like that one, but also not going to make that one an official play. East Carolina, 5-67.5. East Carolina, 5-67.5. East Carolina, 5-67.5. What do we got? Where are we? East Carolina, 5-67.5. Yeah. Small lean to the over, actually. I don't think I can give that one out. Small lean to the USF over at 36.5. Can't give that one out either. All right, we're looking for low-hanging stuff here. Let me see what else. What else is on the docket? Let's see what else we got. We're looking for low-hanging stuff, trying to keep as brisk a pace as possible. Furman, NC Greensboro. That should be interesting. Let's see what's up there. Furman, NC Greensboro. What do we got? 4.5 and 74. Lean to the under. Lean to Furman team total under. I don't know if I can make those official plays either. 74 under, and Furman team total under 35. Just check. All right, we'll make the Furman team total under 35 an official play. This is borderline, though. Furman under 35. We'll grade it small. We'll just grade it small. Furman team total under 35, graded small. 74. Let me see. Yeah, they like the under too. Very small lean there to the under. I don't know if I can take that. No, I won't take that. I won't take that. Okay, let's see what else we got. With Sanford, Western Carolina. Let's look at that one. 1-85.5. 1-85.5. Probably nothing there. Yeah. Nothing. Numbers say stay away. Bradley, Illinois State. That's interesting. Let's look at that. Let's see what we got there. MVC. Nice conference, the MVC. Bradley, Illinois State. What do we got? 3-73. Small lean to Bradley there. Let's see if I see. 3-73. 190. Numbers liking Bradley, 3 or 190. I like the 190 quite a bit more as far as EG is concerned. All right, we'll make that one an official play as well. Bradley, money line, -190. Nothing crazy, though. We'll grade it medium small. The numbers like it medium, but we'll grade it medium small. Bradley, -190, graded medium small. Total. Leaning to the over. 73 at minus 115. Over 73 minus 115. All right, I'll make that one a play as well. Illinois State game. Over 73 minus 115. Again, the numbers like this one medium. I think I'm going to drop it down to medium small. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, just medium small. Medium small. Illinois State game over 73 minus 115, graded medium small. Of course, the numbers also like Bradley, team total over 38 as well. I'm going to hold off on that one. The numbers definitely like Bradley, over 38 as well. All right, the Marist game. Let's look at that one. Marist. Let's look at that one. Marist getting beat down. Where are we? Half and 64.5. Low confidence, basically nothing. Small lean to the over. Let's pass. Let's move on. Duquesne St. Bonaventure. Where is that? Did we already look at that? I don't think so, right? Let's see. Did we? Let me look at it. I don't think so. Duquesne St. Bonaventure, 3.5 and 72.5. Not good. Numbers small lean to Duquesne, actually. Wow, look at that. Wow, numbers like Duquesne. Oof. Numbers like Duquesne. Sorry to say. All right, we're going to make Duquesne plus 3.5, a small play. Just because the numbers like it. I don't, but the numbers like it, 3.5. And I'm just going to grade it. I'm just going to grade it small. Duquesne plus 3.5. Graded small. I also like the over 34.5 for Duquesne as well. I like that one a little bit more. Make that one an official play as well. Duquesne over 34.5. Official play. They like that one medium, but we'll just grade it again. Medium small. So Duquesne plus 3.5 graded small. The over 34.5 graded medium small. And yeah. Total of 72.5. Minus 115, small lean to the over as well. But we'll hold off on that one as a play. No pick there. Penn State, Rutgers. Let's look at that. Penn State, Rutgers. Probably not going to get to any of the minor games. That's okay. Wow, Penn State blowing them out. I got your closing line value right here, pal. Opened at 6, closed at 4.5, winning by 18. I got your closing line value right here. Right here. Plus 2 and 73. Numbers like over. I'm sorry, under. Sorry. Numbers like under a little bit. And the and both team total unders as well. I don't know if I can make that one an official play either. And both team total unders as well. Penn State 35.5 under. Interesting, but no, I'm going to pass on that one, although they like it. They like it. What else do we have, if anything? Let's see what else is on the docket. Let's see what else is here. Nothing I'm really seeing. Let's give a quick glance at the extra games. Oh, there they go. Wow, look at this. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hopefully we can get some of these. Where are we? Maine, New Hampshire. That's interesting. Let's look at that. 1 and 68. Maine. 1 and 68. What are the numbers like? Small lean to Maine, actually. Plus 1. Small lean to Maine, plus 1 or plus 115. Oh, game is off. Yeah, missed it. Okay. Boston Lehigh. There you go. There's one. There's one. We probably missed that one too, but let's see if we can catch it. Mm-hmm. Where are we? A half and 71.5. Lehigh. Numbers like Lehigh. Numbers like Lehigh. That will definitely be a play. Plus a half. That will definitely be a play. Lehigh plus a half. Definitely be a play. Oh, fuck. That one closed too. All right. Absolute honesty here, so we're not going to get it. That would have been a big play, though, or a nice size play. Lehigh plus a half. We just missed it. Illinois State Bradley is still up. Minus 190 medium small was an official play there. And the over 73 medium small, minus 115 was an official play there. Numbers also liked Bradley team total over. Damn. Yeah, you can't get everything. And I purposely put the minor conferences on the back burner for Wednesdays and Thursdays. You know, maybe I shouldn't, but you got to put something on the back burner. Lehigh would have been a play. That's okay. I guess that's it. Let's see what's going on. All this crap here. Interesting. Let me close out a bunch of this stuff. Guess that's it, right? All right, the Villanova game is low scoring in the second half. Very nice to see. St. John's hanging. South Carolina, that's going to go down to the wire. Did we get everything? Yeah, the Penn State game, numbers like under a little bit, but didn't make that an official play. Rhode Island Fordham, we missed. Richmond GW. Wow, GW getting blown out. That wasn't an official play. VCU UMass. Lehigh would have been a play. All right. Interesting stuff. Fun to try to beat these lines. Fun to try. All right. How many plays did I wind up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 official plays. Correlation, of course. That's okay. All right, let's look at the comment section. See who's in the comment section. Here we go. Richie, closing line value, Penn State minus 18, laughing my ass off. Yeah, exactly. But you didn't beat the closing line on the Penn State game. Now, take that 1.5 points of closing line and shove it up your ass, because that's what I care about it. I beat the hell out of the closing line in Rutgers against Michigan or whatever it was. Lost by a mile. Lost the closing line here by 1.5, winning by a mile. I mean, famous last words, of course. Rutgers could easily come back like a beast second half here, but I don't think they will. Rutgers is not, this kind of a team on the road against Penn State. Penn State been struggling a bit. That guy Miles should be back, right? Could happen, but I would say it's unlikely. I'm happy with my position here. Nice. St. John's hanging tight. South Carolina, hope they can get that. Let's see what's going on here. All right, tonight looking okay. That's what happens when you get rested. Look at that. Lehigh already up 5-2. All right, we missed it. Quinnipiac scoring a little bit in the beginning, but that's okay. It happens. All right, later games, we already discussed them. Overnight lines, I don't know if we discussed them. Oh, Dan Kelly. Pete CDC recommended that Penn with beard shave to avoid contracting COVID minus 19. Yeah, that's what they say. They say that, beards attract all kinds of flora and fauna and shit. People protesting and shit when you shave. Go to the bathroom to shave. All of a sudden, there's 2 fucking hippies outside of the bathroom protesting. because I'm like slaughtering ecosystems and shit whenever I shave. Shout out to you, Dan Kelly. Dan Kelly, I hope you don't take anything. I don't hope you don't hate me for all the me and Dan Kelly were talking about political odds on Twitter. And I think he was right. And I think I might have exposed myself for being just a teeny bit less smart than I pretend to be. I hope you're still on my team, Dan Kelly. I hope you're still on my team, Dan Kelly. Yeah, I might have. Oh, Dan Kelly, I love you even more. No homo. Shout out to you, Dan Kelly. Yeah, I might have exposed myself for being a teen. It's not that I'm not a smart guy. I try to put on an act, though, to enhance the intelligence. Like, what do I got? I got a mustache. I'm mediocre intelligence, but when I talk, I sound smart, so I'll go for that. I'll shave in a mustache. I can make a few jokes here and there in various ways, so I'll go for that. Shout out to you, Dan Kelly. ZZ Topic says, I'm keeping my beard. Dear Slayer Skier, love to hear your overnight looks beat. You got it. Overnight looks have been good, right? What did I give? Georgia Tech yesterday. Remember how good the Georgia Tech read was? Remember? Go watch that again. I said Clemson is likely to struggle against the zone. Where did we see that last? On the road against Wake Forest. And it happened. Those are the kinds of matchups you have to look for in college basketball. They definitely struggled against Georgia Tech's zone and didn't come back. All right, so let's look at the overnight lines. Let's see. I'm just sharing with you what I bet. And sometimes I add stuff, and I definitely didn't get to the whole card last night. The whole card, today, the whole overnight card. I did bet NC Wilmington, pick them against Drexel. Drexel, a team that kind of has a pretty stark home-road dichotomy. The line didn't quite make sense to me, which is, a little bit concerning, but okay. It actually opened at 1.5, which made even less sense. Now it's down to pick them. Okay. As we know, these line movements, I got your line movements right here. No, I'm kidding. The line moves do matter. But, look at Exhibit A, Penn State versus Rutgers right now. So I took NC Wilmington pick'em against Drexel. I took Iona plus 1.5 against Canisius. Iona, of course, a lot of back class on that team. They had all sorts of turmoil and turned it around a little bit in the second half of this season. I ran my numbers. I was my numbers actually for pregame stuff intentionally put in a little bit of recency bias for college basketball. And I have reason for doing that. I was expecting Iona to be like a small favorite here, like a 3-point favorite. And I was a little bit surprised seeing it plus 1.5. We'll see where it is tomorrow. But I took Iona plus 1.5. St. Peter's game is interesting. Regular viewers of the show know that I'm high on St. Peter's, both full game and half times. A lot of my wins this year, a good percentage of my ROI has come from St. Peter's. Last game, I had them as my top-rated second half play for that day, and they cashed. That's an interesting game, though. No play on that one, but it definitely has second half written all over it, and it'll be definitely interesting to see where the line moves. No play on that one. What else did I take? Let me see. I did take a shot with Cleveland State plus 7, although that's a little bit iffy. I probably shouldn't have told you about that. I don't know if you should tail that. Cleveland State, my numbers indicated that Cleveland State has some value, but they might disappear on the road here because of the spot. We'll see. I probably shouldn't have mentioned that one, but I did take it, Cleveland State. I took a shot with Southeastern Missouri State plus 4.5. Again, a crappy team, getting a bunch of points. My numbers indicated that small edge, but high confidence, so I took it. Again, another game with high confidence, with small edge, but high confidence. I took over in Morehead State, Austin P, and I might have the first half over, liking that a little bit more. We'll see. I took that one. This one I don't understand. I took over in South Dakota State, North Dakota State, 144.5. I know that it's a friggin' intense rivalry game and the top two teams in the conference and this and that and all that. My numbers indicated, and again, my numbers are not far from the be-all and end-all of everything, but good enough for me, and I didn't understand that line, 144.5. Thought it should have been a bit higher. We'll see where it moves. This is one of those Summit League games. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like 148 by tomorrow afternoon. If some of these pseudo-sharp guys who cause these line movements – no, I'm kidding. I'm just jealous. legit sharp guys who cause these line movements come in and hit that over, and it's 148. So we'll see. 144.5. I took that one. Rest of the card didn't really have a time to look into. But I definitely hit NC Wilmington. That was my biggest play overnight so far. I hit Iona, plus 1.5. I hit Cleveland State, although I shouldn't have told you that. I hit Southeastern Missouri State, plus 4.5. Over in the Morehead State game. And over in South Dakota State, North Dakota State. Although I didn't do the whole card. And some team totals that I'm going to be thinking about. Let me just pull up my notes here. Team totals that I'm going to be thinking about. Let me see. Thinking about the first half over in the Youngstown State game. Wisconsin-Green Bay, very good. That's a game that I'm probably going to be looking at the first half over in Youngstown State, Wisconsin-Green Bay. Tennessee Tech Belmont. I didn't understand why that one opened solo, like 140, I think I saw the earliest line. Now it's up to 145. I like the over on that one a little bit, but less so. Southeastern Missouri State team total over at about 68. Probably going to be thinking about that one. The Morehead State game, first half over as well. And that's about it for now. So not a whole bunch of overnight plays that I'm really, all on to. But NC Wilmington, pick 'em for 1, definitely. Iona plus 1.5 for 1. For 2, definitely. Going to be looking at the first half in Youngstown State, Green Bay. Southeastern Missouri State plus 4.5. And the over in North Dakota State, South Dakota State. So that's it for now. Going to do the rest of the card tonight. Let's see what else is coming down the pike. Are there any let me see what's going on with these games. And Justice, me and my big fucking mouth. I was like, look at that. St. John's tied up at the half. Now they're down 6. That's going to come down to the wire. All right. Rutgers, look at that. Within 10. Okay, we'll see. I mean, Penn State's a quality team, though. Yeah, I don't think Penn State's going to collapse, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see if any other second halves are coming up, and then we'll wrap it up. A lot of shit to get to. A couple of Southland games, it looks like, are about to. Let's hang on for a couple of more minutes because I want to see what you guys have to say. If you guys have any opinions on overnight lines or later games or any of that stuff, just do a little copying and pasting here, and then we'll be. Then we'll look at these second halves coming up, and we'll be done with it. Man, I saw St. John's even, and I was like, oh, thank God. That one will cash. Bragged a little bit on it, turn around, bam, they're down by 6. Unbelievable. Me and my big fucking mouth. Man, I got a big mouth. I really need to just talk as little as possible. Just shut the hell up. God, man, big fucking mouth. Big ass mouth. Yeah, Duquesne St. Bonaventure. I don't know, man. We'll see how it turns out. I took St. Bonaventure full game. The numbers like Duquesne plus 3.5. I could easily get middled on those, but I just did what the numbers told me to do or indicated that I should do. And we'll see. All right, just a couple of Southland games coming up, although neither one of these looks promising. I think we might just wrap it up before. Neither one of these looks particularly promising. Now let's just see. Look into it a little bit. Hold on very quickly. What's up with these games? I usually do well with my numbers. Tend to have a good read on McNeese State. Maybe under in the McNeese State game. Under, very possible in the McNeese State game. My guess is the numbers might indicate under as a play. We'll see. In the Northwestern State game, probably nothing. Probably nothing. Probably nothing. Leonard Porsche, we needed South Carolina to win by 3, right? Yeah. For a push. 4 for a win. Going to come down to the wire. Unreal. Okay. Whatever. Just going to shut the hell up. But if I shut the hell up, then there's really nothing in these videos. It's just me sitting here thinking and not even talking. Imagine that. How do you monetize that? How do you monetize a video of just a dude with a beard watching him think, not even talking, because every time he talks, he jinxes himself? What kind of a show is that? Southern Illinois winning. That's nice to see. I do want to hang on, though. We're not hanging on for no reason here. Might be a play on the under in the McNeese State game. Might be a play on the under in McNeese State. Let's just wait for this line to come up. Wow, St. John's getting blasted. But the under and the team total under are looking good, so it should be all right. And again, Villanova team total under was graded big. The gradings do matter here. Let's see what we got. Anything coming up? McNeese State game. Probably going to be a play, or maybe play on the under. Let's see. Then we'll wrap this up. The Stephen F. Austin game is 4.5 and 76.5. Let's see what the numbers say here. 4.5 and 76.5. Nothing really. Small lean to the under. Now they like the under a bit. Nothing crazy, though. Won't make that an official play. SF Austin under 76.5. Although the numbers do like it. Four and a half and 76.5. Just want to see a McNeese State line. And then we'll wrap this up. Not quite seeing it. I'm wondering what they're going to hang. Ugh, Georgia winning. All right. You win some, you lose some. Look at that, Lehigh. 15-4. Man, just missed it. I told you, man. Lehigh would have been a big play. Just missed it. Unreal. Play that I miss, winning by a mile. All the plays that I got in and bragged on, talked about, losing. Not all of them. That's not true. All right, let's see. Still not up. I don't know what's up here. Maybe they're not going to hang it. All right, we'll wrap this up in a bit, in a couple minutes, couple seconds. I want to see if they'll put a McNeese State line up. Yeah, Lehigh would have been a play. I was just missed it by a second or so. Still not up. I don't know what's going on here. Let me see if it's up anywhere else. I know this is a minor conference game, so maybe something weird's going on with that game. Maybe the consultant in Vegas is just like on a Coke break. Oh, there I see one. There we go. Okay. All right, let's look at that. We can quote this line here. 1/2 and 80.5. Wow, okay. Yeah. Not a huge edge, but definitely confidence is solid on it. So we'll make that one a play. He stayed under 80.5. McNeese stayed under 80.5. The numbers like it medium. Let me see what I'm going to do on this. Yeah, I'll just grade it medium small. Medium small. McNeese stayed under 80.5. Rated medium small. Official play. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it for today's show. Okay. A lot of fun. Dan Kelly doubling up on the Cavs. Cheesehead, hit that like button, people. Thank you very much, Cheesehead. Shout out to you. Dear Slayer Ski says, thank you, Pete. Hashtag Low Shack Army. Alan says, funny stuff, Pete. Laugh. Thank you very much, Alan. It's one of the many ways I try to make this show work. Alice M., shout out to you if you're still watching. Dan Kelly says, today's crossword brisk pace. He says, the clue in the newspaper's crossword puzzle today was brisk pace. The answer turned out to be Allegro. I thought of you. Thank you very much, Dan Kelly. Yeah, that's what I got to do. I got to come up with a bunch of catchphrases, put them all together, and have someone be like, man, this guy can come up with catchphrases. Let's give this guy a job. Let's give him a shot. Let's see what he can do with 15 different catchphrases. See if he can monetize them. See if we can monetize brisk pace. What a crazy world we're living in. 2020. I'm sitting here, man. Fuck. How can I monetize brisk pace? How can I monetize brisk pace? What a fucked up world we're living in, man. You know what I'm saying? What a fucked up world. Shout out to you, Alice M. Rich G. All right, that's it. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.